Hi, Dr. Ken Adams here with you again, developer and director of the Overcoming Enmeshment workshops and services. We're at our 10-year anniversary here at the end of 2023. We're getting close to 1,000 men and women from all around the globe, different cultures. One of the issues that has come up as we've dealt with individuals from different cultures is that there are some cultures in which closeness, community, family loyalty is revered. It's kind of weaved into the fabric of the identity of the individuals and the family system. And you're often seen as disloyal if you move outside that system. It's particularly acute and disruptive if somebody marries or bonds with somebody romantically from a different culture. Then you can really see some of the difficulties there. So oftentimes when I've talked to colleagues and other individuals who are either from or work with individuals from these cultures, they say, well, this is just the way the culture is. And they kind of dismiss enmeshment as a relevant topic because there's no place to go with it. The trouble is that I get emails all the time from individuals from these cultures saying, I can't stand it anymore. My parents are interfering in my marriage, or my mother-in-law is telling me how to raise my kids. I can't take it anymore. So even though the party line is, I say that my family comes first, I'm getting, behind the scenes, wink, wink, emails from people saying that something's wrong here, that there's some dysfunction. So it seems that even in cultural systems in which closeness is revered, we can have parents and families go too far with demands for obligatory loyalty. So let's talk about how we might define that line. So in enmeshed systems that we would consider dysfunctional, if you will, the needs of the parent are met by the child or the adult child, and the loyalty is to the parent over the needs of the adult child. This loyalty demand interferes with the child or the adult child's emancipation, true unfolding. They don't get to be who they're supposed to be or really bond fully romantically with a partner. They're treated like property, to be frank. Love is transactional in these systems. I love you if. You owe me because I love you, right? So in these systems, the line gets crossed when that obligatory demand gets transactional. Spouses and partners, even in these cultural systems, often feel like they're left out of the decision-making process, that the individual turns to their parents first for advice rather than the spouse. And then the big line in the sand that I have seen that cuts across all cultures is that in enmeshed systems, the parent has become the God, higher power, if you will. And it doesn't really matter what system you're in. Your parent is not your God, and they're not supposed to be. So that seems to be the one line in the sand that begins to help people reconsider the line between cultural closeness and familial loyalty and enmeshment. Your parent is not your God, and you are not theirs. Right? So that particular piece of the relationship must come to an end. And the line in the sand between my cultural family system and enmeshment must be reordered. Now, I think there's some nuance and some sensitivity you have to be careful of when you're dealing with cultures that have closeness, family ties as predominant as the value system in those cultures. But it can be done. I've seen people who have felt obligated or to pay their parents a monthly stipend to help them out turn to a yearly amount that they give them that doesn't cost them or their family. So there's ways to both revere the family, love the family, be part of the culture, and also be your own person. It starts by coming to terms with the fact that your parents are not your God, no matter what culture you come from, and you're not theirs. And love has to be redefined.